Thank you. Fantastic. All right, so this is called the best buyer strategy. It's the fastest, least expensive method for doubling sales. I've used it personally hundreds and hundreds of times and helped thousands of companies all over the world use this.
Hello, everyone. Over the next 15 minutes, you're going to hear from my father here, Chet Holmes, author of the New York Times best-selling book, The Ultimate Sales Machine, and myself, Amanda Holmes, current CEO of Chet Holmes International. These strategies have assisted our clients, over 200,000 businesses worldwide, and over 60 of the Fortune 500. We're going to give you some great ideas for winning those account-based selling clients, so pick up your pen, put down your phone, because we're hopping in the DeLorean for some timeless tricks and selling tips.
So in a nutshell, the best buyer strategy says there's always a smaller number of ideal buyers versus all buyers, right? Just write that one down. There's always a smaller number of ideal buyers versus all buyers. Makes sense, right?
Now, our clients use this methodology in many different formats, be it radio, be it LinkedIn, be it Facebook, be it Google Ads. But what I'm going to show you today is something that we use with direct mail, and you would be shocked at the kind of results that we're getting using direct mail today because everybody else is online. So pay attention to this next bit that Chet's about to teach you.
I had a collection company use this to go after large accounts. They had like 600 accounts that would do $180 worth of collection a month, and they had one $5 billion client with a 1%. What's 1% of $5 billion? 50 million or something in collections every year. And I said, why don't you just go get more $5 billion clients? So we started this process, a gift and a mailer every week or every other week until you start getting those clients. And after only 4 cute mailers, a huge company said to one of the salespeople who was calling behind the mailer, which we're going to talk about, said, oh, you guys, you've been sending me those cute little gifts. I just have to meet with you. Sales guy was so stunned, he went, instead of saying, great, when? He said, why? You know? And he said, because I've been getting all those letters of yours, and I just think your marketing is just super. And bam, he got himself a meeting. So you actually will have people who will react that way. The point is that you can really stand out in the crowd very quickly with great marketing. And again, in your case, I'm sorry, your name was? Wayne. Wayne or Dwayne? Wayne, he's only going after 50 companies. So if you send him a free gift every other week, his entire marketing budget is going to be $200 a month. You know, and yet if he gets even one of those clients, it changes his life.
Now make sure you pay attention here. Chet's about to give you a great example of a mailer that's creative and clever. This is how you should gain the attention of your big account-based best buyer strategy. Watch what he does, sending his prospects a letter and a stopwatch as a gift.
And you get this envelope, and you open it up, and there's a little stopwatch in it, so it gets your attention. All right? So that's the whole idea of this kind of a mailer. It's not expensive, but it's designed to stand out a little in the crowd. This is what we've done for hundreds and hundreds of clients. Every second that you do not get our free executive briefing, the 5 most critical insights in blank industry today, you are losing money. Every second that you have the stopwatch, right? This executive briefing has more than $3 million in research boiled down to a bullet-style, fast-paced, outstanding education on how to increase business in this scary period of rising competition and other pain point here. Okay? Call for your free executive briefing today. The clock is ticking, right? Tying it back to the clock, and you're losing money. The prospect smiles, and some actually call you, thinking it's a free report. It sounds like a report, doesn't it? But it's not actually a report. An executive briefing is delivered live by you. Okay? 2 weeks later, you mail again. So here's the rules on the gift. It should be cute, not expensive, because expensive gifts comes off like you're bribing them. And you don't want to come off like you're bribing them. And in fact, if you send expensive gifts, people will send them back. I sent 3,000 gifts to the top 3,000 executives in America with my book 6 times in a row, and 4 or 5 of them sent them back. I'm sorry, we cannot accept your gifts. I'm like, chill, man, it costs 50 cents. You know, who cares? Should be something useful that they will want to keep or play with or take home to their children. Chet to show examples, not here on stage with me now. I'll show them in another session. But I have a really cool little magnifying glass, and when we were looking to get these, my PR person was like 30, with perfect eyesight or whatever, and she's like, who's going to use this little magnifying glass? The little magnifying glass you flip up like this, and I said, every guy my age and all the CEOs we're going to be sending it to. I cannot tell you, I have them in my briefcase. I use that stupid little magnifying glass. How many people like to just have a handy little magnifying glass wherever you go, anytime you turn around, you got this, flip this thing out. I can tell you there's 3,000 executives with that magnifying glass in their briefcase. And then I had a situation where when I ran these businesses for Charlie Munger, we bought all these gifts, and the company that we bought all these gifts from came up and gave me a little pen light flashlight. Just a little thing like this. Just click on it like this. And so that was the day of the earthquake, of the big earthquake. So was it 89? God, am I that old? Yeah, it was the 1989 earthquake, the one that was on television because it was during the World Series, right? And I was in the Fox Plaza in San Francisco, and I was fresh from New York, and I'm sitting in my office talking to a guy in New York, and I go, oh, it's an earthquake. No, it's a major earthquake. I got to go. And I hang up, and I run to my door frame because I was up on all the rules, and all the Californians who weren't paying any attention to that. We're all running around, running into each other. Everybody's running around, and they're all out in the big main area. And I go, get in a door frame, get in a door frame. So everybody comes running to my door frame. It's like 28 people, And the guy next to me is going like this, like, get out of my door frame. He's not letting anybody near his door frame. I'm like, let them in your door frame. So then we go to the stairwell, and we go into the stairwell, and it's packed. The emergency lights do not work at all. It's like, you're like along the wall. And it wasn't stairs went like this. It was like the stairs went, then it went down the hall this way, then there was another stairwell, then it went this way, then it was another stair. It was like not symmetrical. And so all of a sudden, I remember I had this flashlight. I have about 20 or 30 people with me, all of my staff that work for me. And I pull this flashlight out, and I click it on like this, and it lights up all the faces around me. And somebody goes, he carries a flashlight in his pocket? So you never know when your cheap crap little gift, right, will end up being told on stage in front of 400 people. So it's really, really worth it for you to send things that are useful. You don't want to send those little keychains that got the $100 bill. It's going right in the garbage. But if you send, I'll give you some ideas. The goal is merely to stand out, to build more brand awareness. I call this softening the market. What can we do before the salespeople call that softens the market? It makes people go, that was kind of cool. Well, what was that? Or they might not call you, but when you call them, they're more open because they've received some of these nice little tchotchkes. Okay? It works really well. I've used it again and again and again. And even if they don't take you up on the offers, it still dramatically builds your brand, right? Because you're standing out in the crowd. Yes, Mark?
Do you mail the same person?
Again and again and again. Good question if I wasn't clear about that. He asked, do I mail the same person again? Yes. Constantly. That same person. Phil Purcell, chairman of Morgan Stanley, again and again and again. A call and a mailer, a call and a mailer, 2 calls and a mailer, a call and a fax, a call and a mailer. Constantly in their face, space, case, place, wherever they may turn. You still have a question? Back there. Yeah, you can. It's more expensive. Suddenly the price goes from 50 cents to $3 when you put your logo on it. But let me give you a source for that. Right? You get those cheap little toys for around Christmas time. You get those catalogs like crazy. Well, you go to there, and you can buy magnifying glasses, 12 for $5. So that's 40 cents a piece. And when we sent the magnifying glass, we said in the letter, if you want to double your sales, read the fine print. And the letter came with a magnifying glass, and then in tiny, tiny type in this letter, it said, buy The Ultimate Sales Machine, my book. Okay? Calculator, 12 for 20. So now that's getting a little more expensive, but here you can see this, pink, calculator. There were 12 of them for $20 at orientaltrading.com. So it's costing you $1.20 out the door. For some people, it might be worth it. Yes? Yeah. Yeah, because the secretary doesn't know what to do with it. Oh, you got this gift from this company here. She doesn't have the right to take that. Okay? Toolkits, 12 for $12. Paddle ball, 12 for $5. Gliders, 100 of them for $7. So what can you come up with, the guy with the airplanes? You're not struggling at all with that one. You don't have to have this cardboard collider. We can help you save money with a real one or something. Anyway, Rubik's Cube, and I'll give you the headline we used for that. This puzzle has over 4 billion combinations, but you only need to know the 12 competencies to double sales that you will learn in our book. Okay, so that's a good headline. You get a 20% discount if you spend over $1,000. So I'm just telling you, know in advance, I want these 17 gifts. Metal whistle, multicolored pencils, 100 plastic dinosaurs for $26, for 25 cents a piece. Yes?
I used to do strategic consulting for pharmaceutical companies, and the way I would get their account, because it's highly competitive, because they have all the money in the state where I live, and so everyone's going after their money. I would send them something that related to the drug, the brand that I wanted the account I wanted to win. So for a drug like Propecia, which grows hair in men, and I knew about it in phase 2.
You sent a hairpiece.
It's
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I was just reaching on that one.
No, I sent a little troll doll that has the hair that grows on top.
Cute.
And then the next week, I sent a bigger one with longer hair. And
Oh,
then the next week,
clever.
I sent a bigger one with longer hair. Now, it costs money to do that, but
Yes.
I knew exactly who the decision maker was.
Right.
And I knew that at some point, they were going to say, I'm going to call her. And I got the account. And
That's a great story.
For the 12 or whatever dollars that I spent for that, plus the mailing, and I know I sent it FedEx overnight, so it cost more than that. But I got a multi-million-dollar account, so
Worth it every day.
Totally worth it.
Yes. Very
Then
good.
Another thing that I did was to get clients to view my reel, if I had a demo reel of programs, was to send them a package of popcorn that said, can only be eaten when viewing this reel.
Clever.
That's
She's
my
good.
company. Oh,
Very good.
So these strategies work. You just have to continually keep on it and make sure that you become the bright spot in their day. What can you do to add value, right? All it takes is a little pig-headed discipline. So if you fail at this, it will be because you gave up. Now, I don't want you to be one of the ones that fails at this. So what I'm going to do for you is give you the next step. And after 25 years of coaching companies to sales victories, we know that those that succeed are the ones that take immediate action. You hear me? Immediate action. So go ahead and download this free chapter. It's from my father's New York Times bestseller, The Ultimate Sales Machine. It changes lives. Just go to chetholmes.com/free. And you're also going to get 2 more strategies that our clients use to double sales so you can break through your quotas and hit records like you've always dreamed. Enjoy the gift, and I look forward to hearing about your victories.